Here he is, the brain.
Brain. Red, the brain, Feinberg.
There he is.
Good morning, man.
Happy Father's Day, brain.
I appreciate it. You too as well, and everyone out there. I hope everyone had a great Father's Day.
Speaking of your fatherhood, in fact, one Carson Feinberg is in the building today.
Yeah.
Interns here at PHLY.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it. I'm Carson. I love it.
Carson's claim to fame. I'm going to out him here. Well, he's had a couple good ones. When Justin Jefferson was a rookie, he said he would be Rookie of the Year. And he said, but he argued vociferously that Ben Simmons was better than Joel Embiid. So you better bust his stones on that one for as long as you feel necessary, because he wouldn't get off that one for a long time.
That's great.
So,
well, that's where the father shows the son the wisdom.
Yeah, you got to try. You got to try.
Speaking of Father's Day, I had a Massimo. So Massimo kept busting my stones. Like we always, anytime I made a rule, anytime he ever asked me to play either of them, I do it. Have a catch, go play. Mm-hmm. Well, yesterday he's like, "Daddy, let's play wiffle ball."
Ooh,
and he has these wiffle balls, but they aren't the wiffle balls that the regular ones,
they
right?
Evolved, cuz?
Yes, they're these yellow balls that there's no like holes in them.
Mm-hmm. They juiced?
And yes. And like they're plastic, right? And they just freaking move, right? And you could throw it and get like good velo off of it.
Yeah.
Right?
I never thought I'd hear anyone talk about velo.
I know, a wiffle ball. I know, it's stupid. But it is. And they rise, like if you throw it correctly, it'll dance, it'll do all this stuff. But that little mother father hits me right in the eye. Like he goes, "You were crowding the plate." And he throws it.
Brushing you back?
And it hit me right in the eye.
You're
like
crowding
it was
the plate.
Square, right? And the plate, I went, mother, like, oh
yeah,
man.
Oh man.
It was funny.
That ain't right on Father's Day?
Father's Day.
Oh man.
Were you crowding the plate though? Were you crowding the plate?
Yeah, so I use this trash can. I use our trash can as the strike zone. So we set up the trash can. So when you're pitching, if it hits the trash can, it's a strike. So that's kind of how we do it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, which I gotta tell you, I'll be honest with you, I freaking love it. There's nothing better than having boys and girls like that are athletic. If your child is athletic and you can play with them, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Have you ever seen, Anthony, like on YouTube, any like wiffle ball highlights with some of these great wiffle ball, some of the way these balls move? It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, how they can make them dance? It's
amazing.
Incredible. Yeah,
it's incredible. Best. Yeah, I've enjoyed watching that.
It really is. All right, so let's look at. First of all, I was rooting Rory. I know everybody was chanting USA, USA for DeChambeau, but how does Rory? I can't believe he lost that. I can't believe.
I bet Rory plus 350 before the round to win the tournament. But when it and then he was up by 2 shots. But then what I ended up doing was when it was Rory was minus 140, DeChambeau was plus 120. I'm like, all right, it's 50-50. I'll take the plus 120. But I actually like Bryson. Bryson gave me my biggest career win in my golf betting life. I had him huge right after the pandemic to win the U.S. Open. It was getting like 35-1 odds, and he came up big for me. So I've always rooted for Bryson since then.
35-1 you got?
And he closed at like 8-1. This is when, remember, he came off the pandemic and he was hitting the ball like 50 yards further than anyone else.
Yes.
And I did it like as soon as he came back, I'm like, wow, something's changed about this guy. Went all in on him, and he gave me my biggest career win. So I'm always gonna have a soft spot in my heart from Bryson. And he's also, it's funny, he's become like a fan favorite. Remember, people were hating Bryson DeChambeau. He's done a great job of changing the narrative. Yeah, prickly, and no one liked him except me.
And then he goes too. I mean. Yeah,
and he was like hated. Dare I say hated? Now he's become like beloved. He does these YouTube videos people like. He's engaging but look, Rory.
I'm a Rory guy though. I like McIlroy.
Well, that was tough.
By the way, I mean, you say what you want, but McIlroy lives in Florida.
Oh yeah, no. Look, Rory's been now. He is the face of golf.
USA. I mean,
no. Rory's been.
I don't get into that either.
No. Rory's been the face of golf. He's really kind of taken the mantle from
I
Tiger. I
want
feel
to
bad.
see him
Listen,
win. Get a win.
10 years, and you saw the stat, guys, right? What was it, like 448 straight made putts inside 3 feet, and he goes 0 for 2 at the. I mean, that's
it's a lot.
that's just vicious. That's just vicious, and I'm sure. I don't care how tough you are mentally. I don't care how much you've accomplished in your career. That's something. I mean, it's going to eat at him. To the day he's 6 feet under, he's going to be upset.
The round, he
jetted.
rolls. The plane was in the air like 10 minutes after the round, and he was gone.
No, but I get it. Listen, I think that's what I always say. Like in sports, I know some people are like, all right, let me lose a close heart. I'd rather never have a woulda, coulda, shoulda moment, and that's an all-time woulda, coulda, shoulda for Rory McIlroy. I mean, if I was him, I'd rather he finish in 10th place if I'm him, and like not going to be like just thinking about this every single waking moment. Terrible loss. But Bryson, give him credit. That shot he hit from the sand, guys, was absolutely spectacular. That bunker shot, he got it was at 55 yards away. He got it within 4 feet. I'm guessing if he shoots that shot 20 times, maybe he does it once.
No, it was ridiculous. No, you're right on. And then baseball, Phillies lose 2 or 3. Let me ask you a question because you're a baseball guy. It feels like baseball is undergoing a renaissance. Now, I don't know if it's obviously in Philadelphia, the fans are going crazy. Los Angeles, they're excited about the Dodgers. The Yankees New York always loves baseball. Baltimore, they're good. So now I don't know if it's because it's the coasts, but it feels though that baseball's having a renaissance. Do you sense that?
Well, I think part of it is, Anthony, listen, you have the teams that you'd want to be good, except maybe for Boston, right, are good. You want New York to be good, the Yankees to be good. You want obviously you want the Dodgers to be good. You like 2 coast teams, as you said. Team like Philadelphia, which is an amazing fan base, is good right now. So I think that helps a little bit, as well as that some of these big market cities are doing really well. But look, baseball, they've done, I think the pitch clock, which I kind of fought against it, I'll be honest. I always say admit when you're wrong. I didn't think I'd like it, but I actually think it's been a positive for the game. I really do. And people I speak to have really enjoyed it. I think it's made things go crisper, cleaner, more well.
I agree 100%. My only suggestion would be I would eliminate the pitch clock in the playoffs.
Okay, I can see that.
The only reason why is the drama of a big, 3-2 count.
Sure. You can't be,
the pitchers, rubbing the ball, right? And then the batter steps out. Like there's this back and forth drama, right? When you're pacing around the mound that I think needs to breathe. But I hear you on that. Like I agree with you.
Let me ask you a question, Anthony, because I'm curious on your take on this. I think I know which way you're going to go. I think we're going to be on opposite sides of this one. What are your thoughts? I think it's going to happen eventually, whether you like it, don't like it, but on having the automatic. Yeah, you know what I was going. I personally can't wait for it. I'm very much in favor because I think these guys, while they're good at what they do, I couldn't do it. I don't pretend to, but probably about 7-8% of the time at least, they're making a pretty bad mistake on something. Why not make something like in tennis? They have that automatic cam that tells where it's. Why not just have it correct? That's the human error thing. I'm like, let the humans do it. But why would you want human error? I don't understand it, but I have a feeling you're going to disagree with me.
No, listen. I intellectually, I would agree. Like you make good points intellectually. Now, just because I love the human aspect of it, I don't have an argument as to your point is right. Like, get it right.
Get it right. Yeah, get it right.
But I'm also the same guy that refuses to buy Easy Pass.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I refuse Easy Pass.
Oh, all right. Let me tell you something.
So
right now, because I'm making this. Yeah, why?
I want people to have jobs, and so I love those people at the tolls. I talk to them all the time. I every time, hey, what's up? Like we always have conversation. I got to know them.
All right, well, listen, I respect that answer. I have to admit, out of any answer you could have given me, that was like the one. But I was going to say my goal in life is to get Easy Pass. Listen, it's so much, hence the name Easy Pass. It's funny. I was driving yesterday and I saw like a line from here until Timbuktu where there's 28,000 cars and the Easy Pass there was like 2 cars. And I'm like, oh my God, look at all these people waiting to pay their toll. I get what you're saying, but man, Easy Pass for me, I'm curious. I love my Easy Pass.
Pro people. All right, that's it.
You're a good man. No, I give you credit.
Good man. I'm just pro people, man.
No, you're pro. But look, you know me.
I would prefer the umpire, but
I'm against human achievement, though. You know me.
You are definitely. That's why you're the brain. You are AI.
Yeah, I'm AI. Exactly. AI. Not Allen Iverson either.
I'm petrified. I mean, listen? If you go to we were talking about Chat GPT the other day.
Sure.
BG and I, it's rudimentary now, but it's scary good, right? What you can create. God forbid, God only knows what's going to happen in 30 years, 20 years, as opposed to how people are going to work.
I couldn't agree more. Listen, I get that. I get that. No, listen, I actually
like you going, I'd rather have it correct. Pro people.
I deserve that. But no, I will say, Anthony, I really do like your.
Brad says.
The under how many toll workers there'll be in 2046.
You're all over the under.
But I actually do like your respect your answer that you care about people and you're trying to I actually really do care. I mean, all kidding aside, that was actually a really nice, heartfelt answer. But you're right. Listen, again, the way technology is taking over the world and potentially eliminating jobs, it's a scary thing in a lot of ways. It really is. I agree with you on that. And I never really thought about it from the point of view you just said, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
All right. So a couple things. One, let's look at tonight. How are you attacked? You feel like this is we were talking about it, the dead cat bounce. How do you feel about tonight?
Yeah, I think tonight we're getting the coronation. I hate to say it. Listen, to me, if someone says to me, he goes, if the Celtics lose in 7, the whole process was worth it. I actually agree. I would take the misery, the curse, as you said, of the Wells Fargo Center. If Boston were to somehow lose in 7, I would never ask for another Christmas gift again. You're saying it right now. I'll never ask for anything in life again. The Celtics lose in 7. But Anthony, I think it's going to happen tonight, and I think they do cover. I actually think it's going to be a Boston night. I'm not expecting Porzingis much if he even does play, but I think it is going to be a Boston night. I think they get it done. They just absolutely, we know who Boston is. They have these games where they can look like the greatest team of all time and the worst team of all time. We've seen both in this series, but I do think they do cover tonight's game. At 6.5 right now on the Park site, Anthony. I will give you a prop I do like in the game. Kyrie Irving over 3.5 rebounds. He's gone over this total consistently the last 3 years, 65% of the time. So it hasn't been as great recently, but again, I'm going to root for human achievement, root for Kyrie Irving to get his 4 rebounds. I think it was 3.5, like minus 117 right now on the Park site. But I like Boston to cover. I do. I think they win this game by double digits. And we talked, Anthony. What did we talk about on the show on Friday? We said I see an alternate line where I think they're going to win by.
Wait,
I can see.
So Brett, let me just bring it up because I forgot because I brought it up Saturday. Brad's with me on the Fox show. So Brad, right here on Friday, said lay double digits. You remember that, VG?
Yeah.
He said lay double digits. And what was the payoff? Like 3 to 1, 3.5 to 1?
I'm sure it was probably something like that. But
I thought it was minus 9.5, paid 320.
320.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, 320.
Look at
nice
that.
one.
That's nice. You're giving out a plus 320 and 3 to 1 piece?
Yeah,
that's
it was
impressive.
A good because I guess it's interesting. Let's look at
your
it.
reasoning too. I thought the same thing. I thought that they
both Dallas. You have both the Stanley Cup with Edmonton down 3-0, just lays the wood on Florida, and Dallas does the same thing to Boston. Again, it's interesting in sports, and I'm not a professional athlete, obviously, but I always find it interesting. The team's up 3-0. You would think that. You wouldn't think they would just lose by a zillion in that 4th game when it's the Stanley Cup or the NBA Finals. You would think that, okay, there's only a few games left. Every game, I'm giving everything just in that 1 in a million chance something bad happens. But I guess, look, I always say these are not John Madden characters. They're human beings.
Think about it, right? I'll never forget any time, and it could be something simple as a video game or playing one-on-one with somebody. If you have a big lead, it's human nature to just relax. Let up a little bit.
Yeah.
And the minute
you're right.
Just a little bit, And that's what happened with both those games.
You know, you're 100% right. And then I call them like the avalanche games when things start to just snowball a certain way. It just goes that way, and it becomes like just a thunderous and look, a motion of events that happens. And look, credit to both teams. That Dallas, at least they got their flowers that game. Credit to Edmonton, but now they have to go back on the road. Both these teams. And I'd be very surprised if it was a situation like last game. But I am rooting as hard as I can for Dallas tonight. But Anthony, I just don't think it's going to happen. What about you? What are you thinking?
No, I think Boston wins. I won't watch the game tonight.
I don't blame you. By the way, it's painful.
I can't.
It's painful.
Boston is in party mode, right? Like the fact that they're coming home, and the fact that like they're excited, right? Like they're it's a party in Boston, and I refuse to be a part of the party.
I respect that. I agree with you 100%. I'm not.
As
Maybe
much as I love, like, and I love this stuff. And it's a Monday night. I will just be on Phillies. I will go nowhere near the Celtics. No, I won't even look at. I won't even turn the basketball game on.
Question for you. Let's suppose someone texts you and it's like they're like, "Oh my God, there's a minute left. Dallas is up 2. Would you put it on?"
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll probably check on my phone just to see it.
Yeah.
But I will check. I would check in, and then if Boston is about to win, like say Dallas is up 2, and then Celtics hit a 3, then they hit another 3, and there's a timeout with 5 seconds to go, and they're up 4. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. No, listen, we're on the same page here.
I won't watch them celebrate. I can't.
This is why.
Oh, the gods took him.
Whoa.
Here he is.
I'm back, man. I'm
that
back.
was bizarre, man. It was like they took you to
gods.
gods.
Like someone heard us talking about Boston, and then anything celebration. They knew that couldn't happen.
I know.
We don't want that. We don't want Boston celebrating in our presence. But
that's right.
Hopefully somehow. Listen, you know what? Maybe they found something in that last game. Dallas, you never know. But I think it's going to be a tough ask, Anthony. I really do.
All right, real quick, is there when you start playing your futures for NBA and NHL?
It's funny. I did look at NBA and NHL, like the odds to win the title. Again, I haven't bet anything yet. Listen, like only one team can win that. For me, it's going to be more division odds. I can tell you a team I like the Houston Rockets. I think they're going to be an up-and-coming team that's going to be making a nice leap this year in the NBA. The Sixers are a team, Anthony. Again, I'm going to be hitting you up. I'm going to be like, have you heard anything on Paul George? Because if the Sixers can get that third player, then it looks like maybe they're going to get that third star. I think on Parks, I think they were like maybe 12, 14.
Yeah, I think it's
if they added one more guy.
I would be surprised if it didn't happen.
Wait, you'd be surprised if they didn't get Paul George?
Yep.
You'd go that far?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, then. Well,
and I got to tell you, I don't know if I'm in love with it.
Really? Let me ask you a question. Look, I get the thing. Listen, but you have to factor in, Anthony. You don't need Paul George to be a 25-point scorer on this team. He just has to be a guy that can come in, and give 18 points. Be like a 1,000 times better version than Tobias Harris. It's fine lines in this.
Yeah,
stuff.
I agree. Everything you said, I agree. There's something about him that I just don't trust. That's all. Well, and I don't know that he'll be a great fit here either. Like he's got to come in and he's got to deliver. Like you got to get to the finals next year.
100%, you're right. But I'm going to tell you why I disagree on the fit. What I like about Paul George in his game, Anthony, he can do everything. He can score. He can hit the 3.
No. I'm sorry. I agree. I'm talking about the fit in what he is. Like he's never been a clutch guy. He's never been a winner, right? Like, and that piece of it, like I think they need somebody that can show them how to win. But that person's not out there.
Yeah, as I say, that person's not out there. Exactly, Anthony. You have to take – and listen, the NBA. You have to get what you can when you can. And once they sign Maxey, that's gone, correct? Their ability to get like a –
Yep.
So So it's now or never. To me, if they get Paul George, again, obviously,
listen, I'm going to talk myself into it and go, I'm fired up. Let's go. I can tell you right now, I'm just a little, maybe I'm just shell shocked and I look at him and, playoff PP is very real.
Well, didn't they, again, I'm going back in time, Anthony, didn't they have some good series, like when they were with Indiana earlier, when they got to the conference finals and LeBron was just too good? Am I misremembering?
Yeah, but remember, he's never really shown up big in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Even unless he played well, but
But Anthony, you know who else doesn't show up big in the playoffs? I mean, you keep talking about it, and I probably
I know you're going to say Joel. I know.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. So, but you know what? You got them all combined, and hopefully, look, I would really, if they actually did sign Paul George, Anthony, I would tell you this. To me, the number one thing I would do is I'd like, you know what? Just stay injury free. I don't care about the regular season. If we keep this team healthy for the playoffs, should be the best team in that. I think so. Again, if they get that done.
Listen, I think it's going to happen. So,
all right. Well,
I would be surprised if it didn't. I'll leave it at that. All right, real quick. Any baseball tonight?
Yeah, Sonny Gray, Anthony's been absolutely terrific all year. Actually, his whole career almost, except for when he was with the Yankees. He's been great, pitching really well, going against the woeful Miami Marlins. Braxton Garrett has been awful. Has an ERA over 6, been getting tattooed in every start. I lay a half run on the 5-inning line on Parks right now. You only play -108. Again, I don't trust the Cardinals. Gray pitch many innings. He usually pitches 5 to 6 innings, so I don't have to worry about a mediocre bullpen. I get out of Dodge after 5 innings. I think I'll get my 3 or 4 runs off of Garrett. I think I'll allow 0 to run. When it's 3-1, 4-1 after 5, we'll cash our ticket at Parks and Smile and talk about tomorrow.
I love it. I love it. All right. Remember, the guy who gave you plus 320 Friday, you want to get all of them at Brad's Best Bets on Twitter X and at bradsbestbets.com. Thank you, buddy.
You're the best. Take care, Anthony. Good luck.
See you, pal. All right.
We all silly like the mayor.